neat run on some tropical island. The hype you feel in that exact moment of delusion, Hero-style tonkatsu ramen. You're hyped out of your mind like, hey yeah, Buta mashi mashi, abura karmi, extra pork, extra... Bad news, lads. We overrate the good and bad shit in life way too much. We end up getting used to it anyway. That's what I'm gonna talk about today. Where are you degenerates listening to this right now? Probably locked in a bathroom stall at worker class, sitting on the toilet, scrolling your phone to escape reality. Ah, hit the nail on the head, didn't I? Laughing my ass off, he's seething. Stay mad. Well, whatever. I'm basically doing the same thing. Before we get into the meat of it, I'll break down today's thread into 3 quick chapters. Chapter 1. The issue of overrating the highs and lows of life. Chapter 2. The brain's survival strat, aka the psychological immune system. Chapter 3. Hedonic adaptation and the miserable end of cluelessly positive norming. Don't you dare say too long, didn't read. I'm gonna explain these 3 in order, so don't fall asleep on me. Alright, let's jump right in. Chapter 1. The issue of overrating the highs and lows of life. You degenerates ever just daydream while slacking off on the toilet? Like, what if that lottery ticket I bought just happened to hit the 300 million yen jackpot? Then tomorrow I'd slam my resignation letter on my boss's bald head and start my lifelong neat run on some tropical island. The hype you feel in that exact moment of delusion is insane, right? I do it sometimes too. Wow. But here's the thing. You guys completely fail to imagine the reality after that. What? You think 300 million yen is gonna keep you happy forever? Press X to doubt. Stop me. That's just your headcanon, isn't it? Humans have this brain-dead tendency to massively overestimate how hard future events will hit our emotions, and how long that feeling will last. In nerd terms, it's called impact bias. Dipping the big words, let me give you a more relatable example. Think back to right before you hit buy online for a fully spec'd out gaming PC or some stupidly expensive smartphone. From the moment you put it in your cart to when you hit checkout is the absolute peak, right? You're like, let's go, my gaming setup is gonna be an absolute unit. But when it actually gets delivered, you open the box, finish the initial setup, and suddenly you're like, oh, is this it? And the hype dies completely. It's that exact phenomenon. It's the same with negative shit too. Like when my girl dumps you. I mean, I don't even have a girl to get dumped by in the first place, so it doesn't apply to me. But let's say you get dumped. You go all, nuo, I can't live anymore. My life is over. You dramatically despair, saying you'll never recover and can't even eat, and start writing cringy poetry. But 3 days later, you're inhaling an extra large Judon at midnight, watching videos online and going laughing my ass off on dead. Where the fuck did your eternal despair go? Same goes for when your favorite pro baseball team gets utterly stomped with a brain-dead point gap. For instance, imagine getting publicly executed in the Japan series with a score of 33-4. Basically our version of 28-3. In that moment, every single fan must have despaired, swearing they'd never watch baseball again and calling in sick to work tomorrow. But when spring training starts the next year, they're suddenly like, wait, maybe this is our year, doing a premature celebration. That flip-flop is so fast you're gonna blow out your shoulder. Long story short, for better or worse, we massively overrate our future emotions. So why does this prediction gap happen? Let's move on. Chapter 2. The brain's survival strat, the psychological immune system. I know what you want to say here. Ain't humans just brain dead and forgetful? Well, you've got a point. But there's an actual biological mechanism behind this. Some smart chads named Wilson and Gilbert explained how this works in a paper back in 2003. This might be a world you degenerates have zero connection to, but to dumb it down so even we can understand. Humans are equipped with the ultimate defense mechanism to protect ourselves from unexpected situations and keep our mental balance. That's the psychological immune system. Anyway, that intense despair when something bad happens? or that absolute hype state when something good happens. It's actually designed to flatline way faster than you expect. Your brain just automatically goes, yikes, if this keeps up, the emotion meter is gonna max out and stop the heart. So let's just make them get used to it. That correlation is an absolute unit. The Doka Geek Izetsubu, our glorious binge-eating and passing out club, works on the same logic. When you're waiting in line for that massive bowl of Jiro-style tonkatsu ramen, you're hyped out of your mind like, hey yeah, today I'm going all out with Buta Mashi Mashi Abura Karme. Extra pork, extra fat, extra strong flavor. But the second the bowl lands and you shove that thick slab of pork in your mouth, it turns into pure terror of what the fuck can I actually finish this? By the time you leave the shop, you're ready to throw up, swearing you'll never eat it again, and don't want to see ramen for a long time. But a week later, you're back in that line. It ain't because you degenerates lack learning ability. It's because those intense feelings of being stuffed and regret get instantly hard reset by your psychological immune system. Basically, whether it's your deep depression right now or your sky-high joy, it's just a glitch where your brain tricks you into thinking, this is super important right now. Emotions are ultimately just temporary alert systems. Even if you post a shit-tier thread online, get completely roasted, and go, yikes, I'm retiring from the internet, feeling all depressed. After one night's sleep, you're back to flaming people on some other board. That's the immune system. Laughing my ass off he recovered too fast, right? If you've listened this far, the conclusion should be pretty obvious. Now for the finale. Chapter 3. Hedonic adaptation and the miserable end of cluelessly positive normies. You get it by now. The brutal reality is that we end up getting used to positive events immediately. You lads always say, if I can just escape this bottom tier 150,000 yen take-home paid job and hit a 10 million yen salary, my life is set. That's pure coke. Fake as hell. Let's say you actually get promoted. Your salary goes up, you live in a high-rise condo in the city center, and buy a luxury car. For the first few weeks, you'll be smugly posting pics of the view or your steering wheel online. But after a month, it just becomes your everyday scenery. That luxury car you drive daily is just a way to get around, and that high-rise night view is just a glass wall that's a pain in the ass to clean. They call this the Hedonic treadmill. It's like a hamster wheel for unfulfilled rodents where you keep running, but stay in the exact same spot. The goobers who fall for the lottery trap don't factor in this getting used to it mechanic at all. They think hitting the jackpot means being happy forever, so when the stimulus fades, they panic. They start chasing more expensive cars, crazier degenerate hobbies, and finally end up dead on a run. Brain dead, but expected. So what the fuck are we supposed to do? The countermeasure is simple. When you're predicting your future emotions, remember your past self. You guys, that console you wanted so badly and waited in line to buy? What happened to it now? It's just a giant dust-covered box, right? You've gotta make those kinds of comparisons. Humans only see what they want to see, so force yourself to look straight at your own pathetic past reality. Also, don't just imagine the event itself. Imagine the pain-in-the-ass daily grind that comes attached to it continuing forever. If you become a NEET and move to a tropical island, sure, you might not have to ride the packed commuter train every morning. But in exchange, an endless void of time awaits where you don't talk to anyone and just chase crabs on the beach every single day. Happiness or misery ain't decided by just one event. It's decided by a combo of trivial daily chores like commuting, housework, and cleaning. Thinking purely in 0, or 100, is just brain dead. Hearing this, you might despair thinking, are our lives never gonna be satisfied? But to flip it around, no matter how rock bottom an event hits you, you'll eventually return to this trivial everyday life. That gloomy, mediocre life of yours is actually kept somewhat peaceful thanks to your brain's adaptability. How about that? Don't you feel like, I guess I'm doing all right? If you do, just laugh and think, man, there are some real clueless idiots out there, and embrace your current boredom. All right, dismissed? I gotta get up early tomorrow, so I'm going to sleep. In the end, predicting future emotions is pointless. How you brain-dead kill time today is all that matters. You're just gonna listen to this audio while getting shaken in a packed commuter train tomorrow anyway. Oh, right, smash that like button and subscribe while you're at it. You degenerates clicking that button is the fuel for my thread hunting. If you got complaints, write them in the comments. But keep it to too long, didn't read limits, 3 lines max. Next time I'll be explaining poisoning the well. Later, good night. Night.